we're gonna get started this morning in child's pose and slowly work our way up into our sun salutations and then come down to our back. So like I said, have a strap handy, a towel, maybe a pillow that you can put under your low back whenever we're on the mat. Any other props that you might want to use. All right, toes touch, knees wide. Let's walk the hands out towards the top of the mat. And maybe bring your hands a little bit wider this morning. Take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale, allow the chest to melt down. Maybe release the elbows and then release the forehead down to the mat. And begin to breathe deeply. With each exhale, allowing your body to sink in between your legs, sink closer to the mat. Let's take a big falling out breath together. Inhale through the nose, filling up. Feel the expansion in your back. Open the mouth and sigh it all out. Inhale, filling up. And exhale it out. And with your next inhale, slowly peel up, coming into a tabletop position. Your hands come right underneath your shoulders, hips over your knees. And let's first lift the belly button up. Engaging the core, and then lengthen out through the crown of the head as if somebody's pulling on your head. Find that length in your neck. And inhale, drop the belly for cow pose. Find any extra movement that you would like to do this morning. Exhale for cat, rounding the spine, emptying all the breath out. Inhale for cow. Continue a few more rounds of cat and cow, your own pace. Allow your breath to move your body in and out of each posture. Maybe holding the breath at the top in each cow pose. And last round. And exhale it out. And then let's lower all the way down to the belly. Bring the toes out nice and wide. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. And we're going to come into Sphinx Pose here. So the toes are out nice and wide. Really press it down. Maybe your kneecaps lift up. Your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Spread the fingers wide. And now I want you to pull your hands towards your body, making this very active. Lift your belly button up. So it looks like we're just hanging out like a kid, hanging out watching TV on the floor, whatever it might be. But this is very active. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, come all the way down. Bring the fingers out wide now. Bend the elbows. And first just roll the shoulders around. Releasing any tension there before we lift up. And with your next inhale, press into the ground as you peel the chest up. Taking your gaze up. Let's do that a couple more times. Exhale down. Inhale, peeling up. Exhale down, still pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. Last one, inhale, peeling up. And exhale down. Bring your hands next to your sides. Tuck those toes back under. Let's lift up into tabletop position. And up into downward facing dog. Bend one knee and bend and the other. Still lengthening the breath here. Roll the neck around. I have a little crick in my neck on the right side, so I'm having to hold back and my chest's not going further towards my thighs. Just listen to your body anytime you have something like that going on. Hold back or find some sort of modification. And release both heels towards the mat. Spin those elbows in to where your triceps are facing the mat a little bit more. And then the knees, walk your feet toward your hands towards your feet at the back of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold and pause here. Then the left knee, straighten that right leg. Feel a stretch in the hip. You can grab blocks and place them under your hands if you'd like to. Inhale, straighten that left knee, and exhale, bend the right knee. And one more time to each side. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend the right knee. Last time. Inhale, straighten both legs. And let's come up to a flat back, lifting up halfway. Exhale, fold it down, bend the knees, and slowly rise all the way up to standing, reaching up to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. And let's step to the top of your mat. The toes touch. And leave a space between your heels. Roll the shoulders back, lifting the chest up. Draw the belly button in. Feel the difference in that curvature of your back as you engage the belly button. If you're close to your window this morning, maybe you can hear the birds chirping. Checking in with your senses, sound, smell, taste, and each time we touch and connect with the mat. And slowly inhale, reach both arms to the sky. And exhale, dive forward, leading out with your chest. And then allow your head to be the last thing to release. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening the spine. Draw the shoulders back. Exhale, step it back into high plank. The feet are hips distance apart. And really send your heels towards the back of the room. Hands are right underneath your shoulders. And lift the belly button in and up. And we're going to take a modification here, but feel free to take your vinyasa that you would like to do right now. Let's drop the knees down into tabletop. Inhale for cow pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. So that's a modification. You can always come back to it anytime if you don't want to go down onto your belly this morning. Inhale, lift the heels up nice and high. Bend the knees just slightly and spin the hips towards the sky. Exhale, crouch it down. Look to the top of your mat and step one foot up at a time. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. Let's keep flowing here. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step it back with the opposite foot first. Coming back into your high plank. And taking that last modification, or this time dropping the knees down, hips are in line with your spine. Exhale, chaturanga, slowly lowering, squeezing the elbows in. Untuck the toes. Inhale, peel the chest up for cobra. Shoulders are away from the ears. Exhale, down. Tuck the toes. Lift up through tabletop into your downward facing dog. And breathe here. Maybe you want to close the eyes this morning and feel the movements in your body. See how your body feels. Turning off that one sense of sight. Really turning inward. Inhale, lift the heels up. Exhale, crouch it down and step up with the opposite foot this time. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, rise, reaching up as high as you can. And exhale, hands to heart. Let's go through 2 more rounds of our Sun Salutation A. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step it back into your high plank. Knees up or knees down. Exhale, chaturanga, squeeze the elbows in. Inhale, untuck the toes. Come through cobra and maybe all the way up into your upward facing dog. Protect that low back by engaging the belly button, even though you have that arch there. Lengthen the neck. Exhale, drop the knees down, coming through tabletop. And lift the hips up for downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels up. Exhale, crouch it down and step up to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Maybe hold the breath at the top this time as long as you can. And exhale, hands to heart. It's really hard to hold my breath as I'm talking. And last time, inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, dive it forward. Follow your breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step it back, high plank. Take a modification, forward flow with me. Exhale, chaturanga, making a shelf with your arms. Inhale, upward facing dog. Maybe roll over all 10 toes, coming back into your downward facing dog. And breathe. Let's inhale the right leg high for 3-legged dog. Hips are square. And now let's open them up and release that leg behind you, bending the knee. And then square the hips back off and release it down. And kind of pedal the knees out again. And let's inhale the left leg high this time. And then open up, bend the knee. And allow your hip to just open up, allowing the weight of your foot behind you to open it up. And square the hips back off, release it down. And with very, very straight legs, as straight as you can, we're going to tiptoe to the top of your mat. So lift the heels up and tiptoe as far as you can. Until you can't anymore. Then slowly bend the knees and come all the way down to seated position. We're going to take Navasana first. Here, fully spun pose, working the abdominals. So go ahead and come up onto your tippy toes, hanging onto your knees here. And just shift back. You can stay right here. Open up the chest, expand the collarbone, and find something to focus on that's like at a diagonal where you're still lengthening your neck. And then grab onto your hamstrings, the back of your thighs, and maybe float the toes up. Shins are parallel to the mat. Again, roll the shoulders back. You can stay right here. Maybe you reach your hands forward. And if you want to take it further, slowly straighten those legs, point the toes. It's okay if you shake, squeeze the belly button. And we're going to lower as slow as you can, all the way down. Let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah. Going down. Shift your hips side to side. Let's bend the knees and windshield wiper the knees side to side. And we're going to stretch our hamstrings on our back now. So maybe go ahead and grab onto your strap unless you feel pretty open already. I'll use my strap just to show you this assist here. So make a loop with your strap. I just use my yoga mat strap. All right, and go ahead and loop it around the ball of the right foot. And with that left foot still planted, extend the right leg to the sky. Now, if you are not using a strap, bring your hands to your sides and just hold that leg up in the sky. Flex the foot. And now I want you to draw the tailbone down towards the mat. Your foot might shift forward. It's okay if your knee is bent. You can also place that pillow under your back, your low back at any time you'd like to. Now let's slowly straighten that bottom leg. The left foot is flexed, the right foot is flexed. You're using your core if you're not holding on to the strap here. And now either using the strap or walking your hands up your leg, let's come all the way up to the back of the ankle there. And now maybe pointing those right toes, point the left toes. Feel that extra stretch in the front of the foot. Maybe walk your hands up a little bit further, up your strap, or hang on to the bottom of the foot. With each exhale, opening up a little bit further. Exhale, release it down, bend the right knee, and we're going to take a half happy baby, just one leg. Your left leg is straight out nice and long. Open that right hip up, either grabbing onto the strap or the bottom of the foot. You can also just grab onto the back of the leg here. And try to keep the hips evenly connected to the mat. You might have to really press down in the low back. And then either hanging onto the strap or the bottom of the foot, we're going to open up that leg to the right, first straightening it and slowly lowering it. Now here's where you'll really need to work on pressing your hips down. You can bring that foot down a little bit further towards the top of the mat so that maybe you can relax it down. Both legs are straight. Let's take a falling out breath together. Big inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and exhale it out. And slowly bend that knee. And we're gonna release the strap around your foot, bend both knees, and we're gonna rock up to seated. Maybe rock a couple of times just because it's fun. You can sit on your pillow or be seated on your mat. Let's straighten the left leg again. Cross the right foot over. Ooh, that's sore there. And let's try to sit up nice and tall as you pull your right foot in closer to your body. Roll the shoulders back. And let's take a little twist here, reaching the left hand on the outside. Maybe you wrap it around. Right hand comes behind you and helps you sit up a little bit taller here. Take a look over your right shoulder. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, open the chest. And then unwind here. We're going to bend the left knee now. So we're going to stack the knees here. Gomukhasana. Very fun word. Little cow face legs. So I'll face you first. So as much as you can, stacking those knees, maybe press into the bottoms of the feet to lift up, trying to get your booty bones even out on the mat. Hello, Ricky. Don't tickle my feet. Now let's take a big inhale, reaching the arms up. And exhale, fold over as much as you'd like to go, walking your hands out towards the top. Breathe into your hips here. And slowly walk it back in. And let's release, extending both legs out nice and long. And shaking it out. And when you're ready, let's take another Navasana, boat pose. First, bending the knees, coming through those modifications, knowing you can stop wherever you like. Or let's straighten the legs, reach the arms forward, and slowly lower for 8 counts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's take the strap and wrap it around the ball of your left foot now. Bend the right knee, pointing that foot on the mat, and first just extending the left foot towards the sky. And when you're ready, straighten that bottom leg here. And slowly walk it up, your strap or your leg, maybe reaching towards that ankle. And then point both toes here. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. And then release it down and hang on to that strap or grab the bottom of your foot, and let's open up for half happy baby. Hang on to your hamstring or the bottom of your foot, your strap. And then try to even those hips out. Using each exhale to open that hamstring up. And then we're going to straighten that left leg, either hanging onto your strap or the bottom of the foot. And opening it up to the side. And maybe lower it all the way to the mat and to the ground. And try to connect that right hip to the mat. Maybe press down on it. Feel this openness. Breathe into it. And we're going to slowly bend that knee and release the strap. And we're going to rock back up to our seated position. Go ahead and grab the backs of the legs and rock forward and back until you come up to seated. Extend the right leg long this time. Cross the left foot over, snuggling that leg in as close to your body as you can, and lifting up. And when you're ready, take an inhale as you wrap your right arm around, and exhale as you place your left hand behind you, opening up the chest. Think of it more as a lift and an opening in the chest versus twisting from the back. It's okay if you're looking straight to the side versus the back. Hug the belly button in. And with your next exhale, unwind. And let's bend the right knee underneath you. And crossing those knees or stacking the knees. And try to get your feet in line with each other. Maybe press up into it. Try to find that little sweet spot there if there is something sweet about this pose. And then let's slowly roll the shoulders back. Take an inhale. And exhale, fold it forward, walking the hands out. Oof, on one side may feel great or more relaxed, and the other one a little bit more tight. Allowing your breath to help you release over your legs. Maybe you lengthen the spine more, reaching out further. And allow your inhale to lift you up. And straighten both legs out in front of you. I'm going to turn and face forward. And wiggle those legs. Telling your knees it's okay. You're not going to be mean anymore. And let's come into our final seated posture. Either Sucrasana, crisscross applesauce, or sitting up on your knees. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. Allowing you to lengthen, sitting up tall. Maybe you want to put a block underneath you. Allowing you to relax the hips. Release the shoulders down. Let's come back to those senses that we did earlier. We're going to close the eyes and turn inward. See what you hear. I hear my dog tap dancing. What you feel. Your hands on your knees. Your sit bones connected and rooted to the ground. Maybe later on you can grab a cup of tea or some coffee. And that be your taste. And let's slowly. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. And exhale, draw your hands to your heart or one hand. Thank you so much for joining me, for allowing me to be your guide this morning. The light in me honors the light, the love, beauty, joy, and peace in each of you. Namaste. Ricky, you just had to make me jump.